Hello, this is Glenda at aka GK Fralin, a friendly community, and our community welcomes you. I doubt if this will be a long one tonight. I am running a low-grade fever. I think it was 99.4, which for me is a fever. Because usually I run like a 99.6, or 97.6, pardon me. See, it's melting my brain already. No. But I've just been fighting this, and whether it's this because of the side effects that have now turned into a head cold and fever, or whether it's just something that followed in there, who knows. A lot of people sick right now, but I am going to call the doctor tomorrow. And now that I can tell him I am running a low-grade temp, then hopefully he will prescribe something without making me get out. Well, I will not get out in this bitter cold. And he knows I can't breathe it. He knows I can't breathe these below zero temps or these. And we've had it. Man. We had that like 40 and 50 degree days. And then, wow, did it plummet. So we are back in the deep freeze for a while. And then they're talking, they haven't said how high, but they're talking another warm spell coming through. I don't know, sometime next week or so. So, we are in the yo-yo of the plains. So, anyway, I don't know if it's just the plains or if it's basically the Midwest, but we do seem to have extremes of ups and downs within a few hours here. Sometimes. Pardon. Anyway, no new crafts. I was mostly sleeping today. And when I wasn't sleeping, I was just barely moving. Had some ramen noodle soup for supper, and because that's kind of my go-to. And it felt good to sniff in that steam and get a little extra, I don't know, salt, whatever. It comes in the ramen noodle soup. I know it's just broth and noodles, but it's good for cold, for me anyway. Anyway, and this is what we're at so far with the heart. Now, I've had some ideas, and then Carol brought one up. She's back. I guess she's still not feeling great, but she's back, and but you can see from the back of it, there's still some wet there where the glue's not completely dried all the way through. So that you can kind of tell from where the most white, the most white is on here. It's kind of a glare there, isn't it? Let me get this up. No, that's more of a glare. There you go. But you can see kind of in the middle there where the white is a little darker. And that's where it seems to be most wet still on in fact, I can feel the wetness there. Anyway, there's several possibilities of what to do with this. And I've decided I am not going to do 11 of these, or even 10. I think what I'll do is maybe one per family, because that is a lot of work for that many. Not that it just is. But anyway, one idea is, well, one I had is just to put it on a matting, on a, like cover a picture frame with some kind of matting or construction paper, the backing of it, and then center this in the middle. And of course, the paper's kind of warped from the all of that, so I probably will trim around it, But I don't want to trim too close because I don't want my beads to start falling off. They seem like they're glued on secure, but Carol's idea was to cut out like some cardboard or maybe a piece of wood and cover it in the shape of a heart, and then cover it. I'm having trouble getting this out. Cover it with fabric and then cut the little heart out and center it on that and then frame it. Not quite sure how I'll go about doing that. But I haven't tried yet either, so Pinterest, here I go. I know you can tell by my eyes and my smile. I know you can tell. I am not well. But I did take some ibuprofen a while ago. There, see, I'm opening my eyes for a minute. I did take some ibuprofen, and it's starting to take some effect, so. But like I said, I'm not going to keep this long, but I was watching. I did have fun arguing with the news tonight, certain things, and I'm not going to tell you what, but I just have a ball doing it. I want to tell them how to run things, It's not the news, it's actually with the reporting on the news that I argue with. So, I want to tell both sides how to run things. I am so like my dad. And my sister picked up on that. I had never heard any of them actually say it. But anyway, yeah. She said that I talk a lot like my dad. I know there's a lot of similarities because he will argue with the news too. And we could get into, Dad and I could get into a theological discussion like you wouldn't believe. Mom and everybody else would run from the room. Except my youngest brother. He kind of enjoyed getting into it too. But doesn't mean we're experts. It just means we get into a good discussion. And a lot of times we get loud, but we were all on the same side. Oh, talk about fun. But learning fun. We were learning as well. Anyway, so I can't do this for long. One more thing I wanted to mention I thought was really interesting and so heartwarming. There was a dog named, I think they said the name's Bowser, that they found in Lincoln or somewhere in the area. And I guess he'd been missing for like 2 years. And they found his tracking chip, and they tracked him to a girl in Texas. And she drove all the way from Texas nonstop through the snow and the wind and whatever to get up here and claim her dog. And I guess they were both very happy. Now, Bowser looked to me like he was probably part St. Bernard, at least part. So, but you can tell when a dog smiles, and that dog was smiling, and so was she. She had this great big open mouth grin on her face. So those are the kind of things that have brought me joy today when I've been awake. I've actually probably been awake more than I realized, but anyway, so Joe was home today. It was just one of those mornings where when you're this far away, we listened to the weather and he kept looking out. And the thing was, it wasn't just, we did check road conditions and there was snow, but it was also blowing. There were high winds, really high. Yeah, they were talking like 30 to 40 mile an hour winds gusts and spots of ice. And you get out there in the morning when it's dark that early, and if you happen to hit some black ice, it's just so. His best bet was to stay home today and be safe, and I appreciated that. And thank goodness they understand when you're 50 miles away. It's just not a smart thing to do. But this part of, well, and especially east where he was going to be going, it was even worse than here, so. But there was a lot of things starting late and a lot of stuff just canceling. Anyway, so that's the news around the Fralin house today. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The ugly weather. But we all stayed in. And I'm calling the doctor tomorrow. I hope I just sleep all night long. And if I don't, I'll do the best I can. So with that, I'm going to say good night. I love all of you. Keep spreading that love. I'm not shaking anybody's hand or giving them hugs right now because they don't want this stuff. But I can say, love you guys. And if you're well, give somebody a hug. Or just nod, I'll nod my head at you. Hi, guys. And I am trying to make myself feel better, so don't feel sorry for me. Tell me some jokes. Keep those Valentine stories coming. I want to hear those. I want to have them in the comments so that we can get closer and I can start reading some. So, good night. I saw Tara does that. And it's just so cute. I love the way she does that, so. And anyway, mañana.